Welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about something super important that affects everyone, our arteries. You may wonder, what are arteries? Well, imagine the roads in your neighborhood. Cars drive on them to get to different places, right? Just like roads, arteries are like the highways in our body that allow blood to get to all parts of our body. Blood carries oxygen and nutrients that our cells need to function properly, so it's really important that our arteries stay clear and open. When they're in good condition, blood flows smoothly, and our body works like a well-oiled machine. But sometimes, our arteries can get clogged up, sort of like how roads can get jammed with traffic. So, what exactly is a clogged artery? When an artery gets clogged, it's filled with something called plaque. Picture a Band-Aid that gets stuck to the inside of your arteries. This plaque is made up of fibrin, a protein that helps with clotting and calcium. Over time, the plaque can harden, making the arteries stiffer and narrower. As a result, blood has a harder time flowing through, sort of like how it's difficult to drive through a narrow road. This can lead to problems like inflammation, which is your body's way of responding to damage. Inflammation is like a red alert signal that tells your body something is wrong, and it attracts more plaque to the area. It's a cycle that can get worse over time. Many times when your arteries are clogged, you may also have high blood pressure, which is when the force of the blood against the walls of your arteries is too high. Imagine trying to squeeze a lot of cars onto a narrow road. The cars have to push against each other to get through, and this extra force can cause damage to the road. Similarly, high blood pressure puts extra strain on your heart and can cause damage to your arteries. In today's video, we'll talk about a natural remedy to help unclog and clean out your arteries. So let's get started. Let's dive right in and talk about the absolute best remedy for unclogging and cleaning out your arteries. Imagine, if you will, that you're trying to clean out a pipe that's completely blocked up with all kinds of gunk and buildup. What would you do? You'd probably use a cleaning solution that can break up the gunk, making it easier to clear out the pipe. Just like this, our arteries can get clogged up with something called plaque, which is kind of like the gunk in a pipe. We need something that will help break up this plaque so that our arteries can be nice and clear. But how do we do this? Well, we want a remedy that will lower cholesterol, specifically a kind called oxidized LDL cholesterol. You may have heard of LDL cholesterol being called bad cholesterol, and for good reason. When it gets oxidized, it becomes harmful and can lead to plaque building up in our arteries. But it's not just about cholesterol. The perfect remedy should also help break up fibrin, which is a protein that plays a role in blood clotting. When there's too much fibrin, it can contribute to the formation of clots, which can be dangerous. Now, here's the catch. We want a remedy that can do all these things: lower cholesterol, break up fibrin, and clear out plaque. But we also want it to be safe and not cause a bunch of side effects. You might be thinking, is there even such a thing? Yes, there is. The remedy that we're going to talk about today has been used by the Japanese for over 2,000 years, and it's called nattokinase. Nattokinase is an enzyme that's found in a traditional Japanese dish called natto, which is made from fermented soybeans. And guess what? Natto is loaded with vitamin K2, which is important for heart health. But we're not here to talk about natto, we're here to talk about nattokinase. This amazing enzyme is a powerhouse when it comes to cleaning out your arteries. It's a strong fibrolytic compound, which means it can help break up fibrin and prevent clotting. On top of that, it's great at lowering oxidized LDL cholesterol, and it has anti-inflammatory properties, which can help reduce the inflammation that leads to plaque buildup in the first place. And the best part? Nattokinase is natural and has virtually no adverse effects. So, if you're looking to clean out your arteries and improve your heart health, nattokinase is definitely something you'll want to consider. There is a main drug that's been in the news a lot: statins. Statins are drugs that are often prescribed to people who have high cholesterol. You might be wondering, why is that a big deal? Well, having high cholesterol is a risk factor for heart disease, which is a major cause of death worldwide. The idea behind statins is that they lower your cholesterol, which in turn lowers your risk of heart disease. Sounds great, right? Well, not so fast. There's been a lot of talk about a particular study involving statins that claimed they were super effective in preventing heart attacks. In this study, 2,000 healthy people over the age of 50 were given statins, and the results showed a 50% reduction in the risk of getting a heart attack. That's a huge number, right? You might think that statins are a miracle drug, but let's take a closer look at the actual data. When we dig a little deeper into this study, we find that the 50% reduction in heart attack risk isn't quite what it seems. In fact, it's only a 1% decrease in risk. How can this be? Well, it's all about a trick in statistics called relative risk reduction. Let me give you an example. Imagine you and your neighbor are both at risk of getting struck by lightning. If you're told that you're twice as likely to get struck by lightning as your neighbor, that sounds pretty scary, right? But if the actual chance of getting struck is only 1 in a million, then you're still pretty safe. In the same way, the difference between a 98% chance of not having a heart attack and a 99% chance doesn't sound like a big deal when you think about it. But here's the kicker. Taking statins comes with a 5% increase in the risk of side effects. Some of these side effects include muscle problems, low testosterone, and even an increased risk of cancer. So, while statins might seem like a good idea at first, they come with their own set of risks. It's always important to look at the big picture and consider all the factors before making a decision about your health. Let's talk about a natural remedy that has been used for over 2,000 years, especially by the Japanese, called nattokinase. Nattokinase is an enzyme found in natto, a popular side dish in Japan made from fermented soybeans. It's interesting to note that natto is loaded with vitamin K2, an essential vitamin that plays a crucial role in maintaining healthy bones and heart. Now, you might be wondering, why is nattokinase so amazing? Well, it's a potent fibrolytic compound. That might sound like a mouthful, but all it means is that nattokinase helps break up fibrin, a protein that is involved in clotting. When fibrin accumulates in our blood vessels, it can contribute to the formation of clots and plaque, which can eventually lead to serious health issues like heart attacks and strokes. One study even showed that nattokinase reduced the formation of blood clots, also known as thrombosis, by a whopping 88% within just 6 hours of use. That's not all. Nattokinase has many other health benefits. For instance, it has been used to help dissolve nasal polyps that can cause sinus issues. Nasal polyps are non-cancerous growths in the lining of the nasal passages or sinuses that can block airflow and make it difficult to breathe. By helping to break down these polyps, nattokinase can provide relief for people who suffer from sinus problems. Additionally, nattokinase has strong anti-inflammatory properties, which is important because inflammation is often what triggers the whole process of plaque buildup in our arteries. Inflammation can damage the inner lining of our arteries, making it easier for plaque to form and accumulate. Nattokinase can help reduce this inflammation, thus helping to prevent plaque buildup. Moreover, it helps lower blood pressure, increases HDL, the good cholesterol, and lowers triglycerides, all of which are important for maintaining a healthy heart. The best part about nattokinase is that it doesn't come with a long list of side effects like statins do. In fact, one study combined nattokinase with ginseng and observed a decrease in plaque in the aorta, the main artery that carries blood away from the heart. So, if you're looking for a natural way to support your heart health, nattokinase may be worth considering. Nattokinase is a natural remedy that has been used for centuries, particularly in Japanese culture, to promote heart health and help reduce the buildup of plaque in the arteries. This enzyme, derived from fermented soybeans, has been scientifically proven to have numerous benefits, such as breaking up fibrin, reducing inflammation, lowering blood pressure, increasing HDL cholesterol, and reducing triglycerides. If you're looking to keep your heart healthy and protect your arteries from plaque buildup, nattokinase is definitely worth considering. However, it's important to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement or treatment. If you're interested in learning more about how to keep your arteries and heart healthy, I have other videos that dive into the best foods and practices to support heart health. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to FitBuzz for more enlightening health buzz. Your heart is an essential organ that works tirelessly to pump blood throughout your body, so it's important to take care of it. Thanks for watching, and remember to always prioritize your heart health.